You grabbed the car keys this morning. The bike is still in the garage. And somewhere, you already know what that means. It's not about the weather. It's not about practicality. It's not even about money. Car drivers will never understand this. Riders already do. You've never let yourself answer one question honestly. Not which one is faster. Not which one cost more. Which one you'd keep if you could only keep one. Most men dodge that question for years. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly what it means that you picked the car this morning and why that's the problem. You tell people it's about the commute, the weather, whichever one fits the mood that day. But look at what you actually do. Thursday, you're in the car, windows up, radio low, running through everything that happened that week, still half thinking about an email you haven't answered. Saturday morning, you're on the bike, helmet down, gloves on, and somewhere around the second turn, the week just stops existing. Not gradually, all at once. You didn't plan that split. Nobody sat you down and explained it. You just noticed, somewhere along the way, that you act like two different men depending on which set of keys you grabbed that morning. Researchers who study this call it operating in two distinct cognitive states. Your brain doing measurably different things behind the wheel versus on two wheels. That's a clinical way of saying what you already knew without the science. You're not the same man in both. You just never said it out loud, because saying it out loud means admitting one of them is the real you. Car drivers only get one version of themselves. They never had to build a second. Riders built one without even trying. In the car, you are performing, even alone. Windows up, nobody watching. Your choices are still visible, legible, judged the moment you step out of it. The badge on the hood, the way you keep it clean, the route you take through town. Psychologists call this status performance. You're not imagining it. The car is doing exactly what you built it to do, and it does that job well. There's real value in being seen, in being legible to other people. Control, status, the version of you that other people can trust and respect. None of that is fake. But you are still the version of yourself that other people are allowed to see. The car was never designed to let you disappear. That was never its job. That's not a flaw. That's just what a car is built for. It was never built to make you disappear. Most channels explain riding. This one explains riders. If that's different, subscribe. Now think about the bike. You can't perform on two wheels in traffic. You can't half pay attention. The second you try to be someone else, the bike tells you immediately. It doesn't forgive distraction the way a car does. One wrong assumption at the wrong second, and the machine makes sure you're paying attention again. In 2019, UCLA neuroscientist Dr. Vaughn measured what happens inside a man's body during a ride. A 28% drop in cortisol. On the bike. Not in the car. The car didn't move the number. The bike did. Not because riding is calm, because riding takes everything you have, and there's nothing left over to perform with. There's no room to keep up appearances when staying alive is the only task in front of you. That's the part you've felt 100 times and never had the words for. The silence after a ride that isn't really silence. It's the absence of an audience. The car lets you be watched. The bike makes you disappear. And somehow, that's when you show up the most. Picture the empty spot in your garage. You've stood there, keys in hand, deciding. Be honest about why you almost sold it. Insurance, storage. I barely ride anymore. All true. None of it was the real reason. Some men sell it, and something doesn't come back. Not grief, just quiet. The kind that follows you into the garage for no reason. standing there, looking at the empty concrete, waiting for it to come back on its own. You can replace a car in an afternoon, sign some paperwork, drive a new one home, and within a week, you've forgotten the old one's interior smell. Nobody replaces the other thing that fast. Some men never replace it at all. They just spend years quietly missing a version of themselves they sold off without meaning to. Drop a comment. Did you ever sell the bike? What came back with it? Tell us the real answer. Go look at any video about this. Hundreds of men list out their garages. 3 cars, 2 bikes, a couple of watches, whatever else made the cut. Numbers, inventory, proof of accumulation. But buried in there, one comment always rises above the rest. Some version of, "It's the only place I get to clear my head and feel like myself again." Nobody writes that about a car, ever. Nobody comments under a car video saying it's the only place they feel like themselves. They talk about horsepower, resale value, mods. Car drivers brag about what they own. Riders confess what they need. That's not a coincidence. That's the whole answer to this video, sitting in a comment section. While everyone else is busy listing their garage like it's a trophy case, here's why you keep both instead of just admitting which one is real. Saying, "The bike is the only place I'm actually me," sounds unstable to people who've never felt it. It sounds like a midlife thing, a phase, something to grow out of. So you keep the car as cover, practical, defensible, normal, the thing you can explain at a dinner table. And you keep the bike as the one thing you don't explain to anyone. Because some things lose something the moment you try to put them into words for someone who's never felt it. That's not indecision. That's a man managing 2 different audiences. The one that needs you legible, and the one part of you that refuses to be. You're not confused about which one is true. You're just the only one who knows it. So if you've made it this far, you already know which one you'd keep. This isn't a video about cars or motorcycles. It's about the one place in your life where nothing is being performed, and what it costs you to keep pretending you need 2. This was never really about which vehicle you chose. It was about which version of yourself you keep making excuses not to go back to. You already know the answer. You've known it since the first time you came back from a ride and didn't want to talk to anyone yet. Next video, we're going into something even riders don't talk about. What the road actually does to a man after years in the saddle, that one's coming. Ride what's true.